first. So mine was for Exposure, which is the 4th book, which I thought was weird. It's Exposure, the 4th book in the viral series. And my review was my first and last book. And I love it for so many reasons. There's a lot to unpack in 5 words. First of all, the very first book this guy read was the 4th book in hardcover in my viral series. Odd choice. Odd choice if you're going to venture into the world of reading, that's where you would start. And then that's it. He's never reading again. I ruined it for his entire life. So I actually killed a reader with Exposure. So check it out. It's available in paperback. And now I'm going to go on down the line, so please.
Okay, so this comes from Amazon, and all I had to do was look on it. The title is horrifying. It's a 1-star review, and this is for Fablehaven, which was my first published novel. It says, I understand that many people love this book. I listened to it on CD to preview it for my daughter. On disc 4, about halfway through the book, I ejected the disc and returned the lot to the library. Why anyone wants to put such horrifying images into anyone's mind, let alone a child's mind, is beyond me. Mull seems to be a good writer, but the descriptions are so creepy and disgusting, I just don't want to listen to it or read it. At first I thought I would just wait until my daughter was 11 or 12 before reading hearing this book. Now I won't ever give it to her.
Yeah. Yes. Feel the glow, the warmth that must have inspired in you.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna keep going. Ruining people's days.
And children, it turns out.
And drives.
I have a few of those reviews. This bodes well, doesn't it? I did picture books as well as writing novels. My first picture book I did was, I'll give you 2. There's a picture book one and there's a novel one here. But Frankenstein's Cat, which was a spoof of Frankenstein, the novel, we all know. And it was a 1-star review on Amazon from an elementary school librarian in the Midwest. People are going, yeah. I bought this for my 3-year-old, and it's just an awful book in terms of content. The illustrations are great. Yeah. But it starts out with a sorry-looking cat that has a hard time making friends because of his odour. You expect that Dr. Frankenstein would sympathise with his cat. Just when it looks like the story might save itself, when the cat asks Dr. Frankenstein to make him a friend, it plummets to new depths. Dr. Frankenstein further supplants the cat's loneliness with sheer terror and fright when it finds out that Dr. Frankenstein makes a dog to harass the pitiful cat. Avoid at all costs. That taught me that everybody has an agenda in publishing. Okay? You can't please everybody, but if you can evoke emotions from anybody, even if they're hellish, that's all right. The other one is for Wereworld, which is a 6-book fantasy series. The last novel was published last year, War of the Warlords. And, you know, somebody's got through all your books by then. You think maybe they're a fan. Not so.
Hated another one.
People have hatred-staying power like you cannot believe. I got 2. Now, because of my website, we get inquiry emails come through. And somebody had taken the time to send this first email to me. Now, I'm going to give you some bleeps for redacted spoilers, because it's the last in the series. So the first email came through from this irate of America, I think the address was. Why did you make bleep die? I didn't like that. You should have made someone else he cared about die. Like bleep or bleep, but not bleep. For God's sake, I hate you for that. I'll never forgive you for that. From C, kiss. And then we didn't reply, because you're not going to reply to that level of crazy. 2 days later, C, kiss, replies again. So sends another email, just in case we hadn't got the first, because they slept on it. But in the second one, I'm going to provide additional bleeps for some spectacular profanities where the reader suggests I perform upon myself acts which are physically impossible. Believe me, I've tried. So we start with, here we go. Bleep and bleep. We're married for the love of Christ. You should have made them have children and live a happy life together. But instead, you decided to be a total bleep and make her die. So go bleep, you're bleep. And then there's a string of emojis that illustrate that. Still same time. They still ends with a kiss as well. So it's a love hate, but I think it's leaning towards hate.
Curtis really inspires strong emotion in his readership.
I'm a little intrigued / horrified by these emojis. Okay, so So my personal favorite being for the purposes of this panel, to do on Goodreads is look at the reviews that are littered with GIFs. Because I'm telling you, some of these GIFs are hilarious. Obviously, their application in this instance is not, but they're really, really funny. And one of my 1-star reviews that I have for The Wrath and the Dawn is it's an R. Kelly GIF, which again, bravo for a myriad of reasons. And it just says, "Love triangle. Are you bleeping kidding me?" R. Kelly's face going. I can't even.
That's magical. Yeah, I went to the garden of pain that is Amazon. And, checked out a couple of things. They're nice and short, which is fantastic. Ordered by mistake. Maybe pleasing to an 8-year-old girl if she's not too demanding. One stupid girl, one bed, 2 different boys she wants to have in the bed at different times. 4th grade reading level, pointless, very slow, drags on, picks up a little and drops flat. The best thing about this book is the cover. The story is plebeian, written like with a 5th grade vocabulary and a 7th grade culture. Good for insomniacs.
Oh, a subtle twist of the knife at the end there.
That needs to go in the next cover. Good for insomniacs.
So first of all, we want to point out